We are live on the YouTubes.
Hello, YouTube.
Wonderful.
It must be like feds. Like, I go ahead.
BitChute is better than YouTube.
What is?
BitChute.
What were you
I
saying?
used Rumble when certain people got deplatformed. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I'll watch it on Rumble. Fuck it.
What were you saying, Twerking Dolphins?
It's fine. It works just fine.
That certainly feds watch this as well or something?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, like,
There's not really anything they can do. Like, they're just gonna watch us play a little game.
Yep.
And
I
then
without
off and do Chad shit, and they're gonna be like pounding their keyboards, I guess.
without even getting schizo, if you just look at like the FBI watch list, like they say, like, oh, if you do this, if you use cash a lot, if you talk about this, if you like, I hit like almost every one of those things. A lot of them are ridiculous. Like, if you're just an intelligent, reasonable person,
Same.
you're gonna be on it. But
I know.
So.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Like, they want us to be good little sheep and stay in the pen. Good tax slaves on a free range tax farm. Like, okay. They don't care about us, so I'm trying not to go to jail.
Whatever. I figured I'm on enough watch lists. It doesn't really matter. Actually, like, what are they watching you for? Like, what do you have to do where it's like, oh no, now it's a problem?
I don't know.
I think I think the thing that, like, this is kind of a conspiracy theory, sort of halfway there. I think that they're they're not trying to catch people before they do something and stop them. They're trying to see who is a good target to be convinced to try to do something. Like, they entrap people, basically. So I have no doubt that there has been feds that have gotten in my channel and have, like, said stuff. And basically the game is to get me to be like, oh yeah, I do want to do insert thing to insert people at insert time. And then as soon as I'm like, all right, here I go, getting in the car to do it, then they, like, arrest me. They're like, this guy was a terrorizer. But if they would have never tried to convince me, then I probably would have never done it anyways. Fortunately, I'm not retarded. I'm not going to do anything like that. So all the feds that would like to get on my chat and try to convince me to do something are welcome to. I'm not going to.
Right. Like, the bait is ever present, but it doesn't make it more effective. They're always trying to convince people to break the law. And,
Thank you for the warm welcome tonight.
Hi.
man, where's
He just rolled in, yeah.
What up?
Oh, you walked in on this shit. Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm discussing feds, I guess.
I'm getting everything reset up.
It's all good, boss.
Cool.
Take your time. So yeah, I mean, I think of them we're not in a police department or something
on here. I really think that they're hoping that we like plan some shit on this server, that we like we're tied to go, oh yeah, we're gonna go do this thing. Like, I don't know, but it's silly. But I'm sure they're hoping that we do that or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's their game always.
Yes. Like, I like to talk shit on the server, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't let anybody get specific. You can vent and be like, I'm upset about this, but you can't be like, let's do this thing at this time to these people. I will shut that down.
Right. That is different than expressing opinions.
For sure. Ideas, you can talk about any ideas you want, but you can't.
Right.
Plan violent actions.
Exactly.
Okay. Sweet. Well, hey, what's up, everyone?
What's up?
What's up?
I also learned from last week. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna give everyone their own squad color so that you guys can just
tell me a color
For sure.
or team color, like fire team color.
All right, how many players do we have?
How many do we have?
At least 4. 5? 6? I think we have 6.
I don't really.
What'd you say, Phil?
I do not want to play this week.
All right, we got 5. 2. I believe. Maybe 4. Who's in?
Borflow's playing. I was just trying to get correct.
I'm here. I'm definitely playing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in. So that's at least 3.
Com check. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
5x5.
Is that from Aliens?
No, it's a thing that basically some people say that they can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay.
M radio.
Yeah, it must be. We always said Lima Charlie.
Yeah.
In
Lima
the
Charlie
core.
was the
Ah, loud and clear.
Or more commonly, an accurate description of how they're not loud and clear, like broken and readable, or I've got you broken, unreadable, or fuzzy but readable.
Foxtrot, but Romeo.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Okay. Well, can everyone see my? We'll start.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming a little broken, but yeah, we can see the map good.
Computer.
You've gone full cyborg. Yep, my computer keeps crashing. Why does my computer keep crashing?
Mic check.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Worst.
You guys back?
Charlie.
I think I dropped off for a while. This is very strange.
Okay. Are we good?
Can you guys?
Yeah, what was that last thing we were talking about? Was it like what color do we want to be?
Sure. Yeah. So how many do we have? 4, 5?
Are you in?
GWOT-Alchemist is
I'm
1.
in.
Torquing Dolphins is 2.
Honey Badger's in.
Honey Badger is 3.
Lower,
I'm in.
I think.
Is playing.
Okay.
And Deus
4.
Volt, are you going? You're going your 4?
Yeah, I'm in.
Then
That makes it 5.
Oh, and then Bora Phil, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Well, then I will make one more box. Okay, so who we'll just go left to right. So Borfil, you are light blue.
Light blue.
Deus, you are yellow. Let's see, GWOT be green. I got Honey Badger is blue, and then Twerkin is pink.
Working as pink.
So I will give everyone a little bit of info. So right up, it's been 6 months since widespread rioting throughout the U.S. Cartels, rebel groups, towns and cities have all created groups of raiders, attacking and destroying other groups, stealing supplies, taking over territory. Your small militia is well equipped and well trained, but small in number. Civilians are able to help, having access to heavy equipment and large stockpiles of fuel. You've been seeing an increase in the number of vehicles passing by your base of operations, and many of them are carrying armed individuals. There's been no contact with them, but there has been an increasing amount daily. Over the next week, you're expecting to expand your base of operations, bringing in new materials to expand your walls and fortifications. You have a supply drop coordinated with a small group, bringing in multiple truckloads of supplies to an area close to your base. The trucks are unarmored semis, only crewed by drivers and a single lead vehicle escorting them. You are tasked with securing the drop site and the materials until they can be moved and built with. There's 4 fire teams, four guys
Sorry.
each.
How many days
Armor
until the? How many days until the? Before
So
we
you got 5 days. 5
Okay.
days to get set up.
Okay. Thank you.
Each team, 4 guys, armor, rifles, vehicle. If you guys have something else you'd like that you carry with you, say it. Each fire team will have a drone operator and a DMR. So here is, I believe everyone should be able to see my screen. This is the lovely town of Thermopylae in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming.
Nice.
Let's see. This is the super zoomed out map. The town is here right in the middle, right on that T-junction. Here is a little bit closer look at the town. So it is right next to a river, pretty small, but it is there. You got a road leading off into the middle of nowhere, and then you have the main highway coming up through town and around. I will mark your guys' territory. Maybe. So, your territory is currently this area here. Now, it has been a little bit, so you have civilians in there, but they armed. It is Wyoming after all, but they're not heavily gooned out operators like you guys. The drop site is going to be right up here, maybe. Drop site is going to be up here at these baseball fields. You are trying to expand and take over all of this, all the rest of this. So, that baseball field, this one, or this football field right here, right next to the highway. As you guys are closer here, this is a little bit closer map, just the area that you're directly dealing with. So, I'll give it to you on the big map here. How do you guys want to start?
So, so our goal is to secure that football stadium for a drop of supplies.
Yes. Yep. Secure it. Hold it afterwards until building can actually start.
So are we expecting opposition in our movement to the football field since it's in contested territory, or do we expect that we can make that movement under safety, relatively speaking?
Relative safety. There is people out there still that aren't part of your group. No one openly hostile. Biggest threat is coming in on the road,
right?
That main road there. Which I will.
Which way are the supplies coming from?
So supplies will be coming from down here. They will be coming from the south up and get dropped off at the football field there.
And this blue.
And how far away are they coming from?
Couple hours. It's people you guys know, people that have surplus of supplies. Think like
With only
lumberyard
Need
type
vehicle
stuff.
for defense.
Yeah, they got one escort vehicle. That is all.
Okay.
And last question for you, I believe. This MSR, the blue MSR, that's traveled by civilians as well?
It is.
Cool.
Okay. Who, like, historically, and I know this is like, because this gets really deep into like the history of the area and all that, but like, who's in the red area? Like, I mean, do we know anything about it? I take it the drop site is written in stone.
Yes. Drop site is there. That's the only place large enough for everything you guys are getting. The red area, it is still just part of town. You guys only had enough to throw up walls along the main road, going out to the west there, and then along the main road, north-south. So that's just your current area of control. All of them are homies. It's not like there's open opposition to you in the red area.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Could you, Franz, zoom into that football field? Like, what's the anatomy of that looking like? I'm not familiar. Like, is there one entrance for the semis to go? Is there two?
Yes. So, I mean, it is just right off of the highway here. It is coming in. You got parking lot. It is like at a school. So, I mean, there's some space. It's not like it's completely blocked in. But yeah, there's right off of the highway, pulling right in. Streets all the way around, but buildings and stuff in the way.
And
Gotcha.
are we able to occupy those building rooftops if we want to?
Yes. Yep.
Copy. Okay. Who else would know about this supply? Has this been just internally communicated?
Yes.
With
So, anyone in town, it is pretty well known within your area here.
It's out
Again,
there then.
yeah, red zone. They are still townspeople. It's not like they're strangers. So they do know as well. They actually are the ones that recommended there. No one, you can't tell specifically if anyone has said, anything otherwise, but there's plenty of people that know.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's got a large signature on it. Well, as a group, do we want to decide how friendly we want to be with the red side of town? Because, I mean, it sounds like an easy alliance that we can make. I mean, it sounds like we're getting a whole shitload of stuff. I mean, if this goes smoothly, like, I don't know. We'll probably have surplus, but I don't know.
Yeah, I see no reason to be aggressive unless they begin to get aggressive with us for some reason. Right, like obviously we're gonna be there and we're gonna have guns and all that, but
they are cool with you guys. You guys are homies. They're actually trying to get in with you guys. That's why you're expanding.
sure, yeah. So we just tell them like, yeah, we got a shipment coming in, and if it all goes good, we want to expand and hook you guys up, and we're just we got to make sure that it comes in and we secure it and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was thinking right off the top is probably at least one, if not two teams in their vehicles. Probably one team like towards the south of our area, so it can link up with that convoy as it comes in, and then travel the stretch of road up to us with like a 200-meter dispersion in front of it to make sure it's clear and we don't encounter any sort of IEDs or anything like that on the way up to us. And then possibly another vehicle not too far north, but up there 400 or 500 yards, since it is a mobile unit. Not an actual VCP, but kind of more like a LPOP vehicle, LPOP, and ready to create a snap VCP or rapidly reposition. and then that gives us 3 teams left if we do both those vehicle teams. And I would say I would probably take our DMR asset and give him a buddy from each team. So, and that'll be 3 DMRs with an A gunner for each, and then put those each on 3 different roofs. I think there's those 3 main buildings, kind of in the north, the northeast, and then the southeast, right? Those 3 major buildings probably up top there, those buddy pairs. And then that gives us 6 individuals left. Just basically set up perimeter security on the football stadium itself. More than anything, just to get... Yeah, go for it.
Where was the vehicle point going to be, or the sort of vehicle LPOP, and then the sorry, can you just run me through that like one more time, where you envision the checkpoints to be?
Yeah, for sure. So 1 vehicle staged to the south, basically as far south as we can get it, that's looking to link up with this convoy coming in and be able to... Right, as they're driving in, they're gonna like pull out and link up with them, like, hey, I see you, yeah, you see us. From an administrative purpose and logistic, just to guide them in, like they know where they're going. Hey, follow me. I'm gonna show you the exact turn you need to make and all of that. And then from a security purpose, have a little bit of an advanced travel along this highway, just in case anybody's planning an ambush or anything. Hopefully they're amateur hour and they hit the lead Vic first. And then I didn't pick out a particular spot, somewhere, inside of a mile to the north, 500, 600, 800 meters away, something like that. Stage that other vehicle more as like a LPOP, just to see if a bunch of sketchy cars start coming or whatever. And they could set up a quick checkpoint if that comes into play up towards the north and try to shut traffic down. Or because they're in a vehicle, they could rapidly reposition and join whatever fight or security task we need them to, if necessary. And then that gives us 3 teams on site, and to utilize those DMRs and to help give us like a overmatch and project further than our manpower is. I think if we put those DMRs plus a buddy, right, so that's going to be 6 people total, up on 3 different buildings, so 1 pair of dudes per building. That way we can like visually and aggressively with fires extend our perimeter and defeat a lot of urban dead space. And then with the have left, they set up a 360 perimeter around the football stadium itself, more of just like a visual, like a human caution tape, like this is where it's all coming in, you can't walk in past here. And I think that's how I would run it if I was King Dingling of 20 guys and given this task.
Sounds good. Let me ask, could we get other assets to set up LPOP on the like that western MSR coming into the city, and then also on the one to the north, maybe just a little further out, like in radio contact?
Yeah, which direction are the supplies coming in?
South.
Supplies are, coming from the south.
Okay. Yeah, I like this vehicle LPOP idea, and it's not a bad idea to have some advanced warning systems on these other MSR routes. I just also don't want to be spread too thin, so maybe we could have some small teams watch.
Yeah, I think a couple of guys would be good, like with the, because Franz mentioned we have like FPVs, like to do, like we can do a kilometer, like, hey, send a drone kilometer that way, and then
Sure,
that'll be like on an early warning. Yeah.
Keep to with
the
the
up to the north have enough elevation to where you could keep Overwatch onto that place we're trying to take on the football field?
It looked like the elevation was pretty all even right here, and then like the surrounding areas it starts to pick up, which makes sense. You would build your city like in the valley next to the river.
Yeah, right there where you have your cursor right now, like in that general area.
That's just extended range. I mean, it's just like, I don't know, we'll call it 500 yards. So yeah, it is, but it is far.
For sure, I think we should watch this Western MSR with drones, and I think if somebody feels like this, what is it, west to east MSR, if that is more dangerous than the north end of the north to south, then we could just swap. We could have the vehicle LPOP be over here off to the west, and then use drones to monitor the MSR to the north. We're a little
Well,
undermanned.
since we have the supplies coming from south, I liked what you originally said with having the vehicle LPOP on the south end.
Right. So there's,
So that
I would
they
say,
can link with the supplies.
I would
and
say,
escort them.
yeah, I would say 2 vehicles. We have 1 link up and escort them in, and then we could spare 1 other team and 1 other vehicle to set up wherever we want, and then whatever is left open, we'll have to cover that just with drones.
Okay.
Which this is the real world.
Okay.
You never, you know,
Yeah.
you don't get 100 guys and all of the rockets and a division of tanks and fixed wing. Like, hey, we need you 8
Right.
dudes to go do this. Figure it the fuck out.
Hmm.
Do we want to send anybody to link up with the supply trucks on the way before they get here? It seems
Yeah,
like
we're doing that.
most vulnerable. Oh, okay.
Going as far
it is-
south as we can.
All right, gotcha.
I will say it is middle of nowhere. Here, I can just pull it up.
We can't extend a unit too far outside of our AO, and we have to hold security on this football field, so we can't make our mission to escort the supplies because we already have a primary task. So the best we can do is give them 1 truck with dudes in it as far south as we can comfortably put them in our AO.
Right.
So, just so you guys can see this, Thermopolis is this part right here, this little spot. This is literally the middle of nowhere. You guys don't have to try and go super far to protect them. There's not much there.
Where do we understand the threat coming from? Is this like roving bands of bandits that have been mapping us out and casing us for weeks now? Are they from the town to the north? Are they right here in this locality?
Well, so,
what are we expecting?
You guys can't particularly tell. It's just been like trucks driving by, cars driving by, people in them. Now, some of them are, loaded to the gills. They got boxes and crates and whatever, looking like the trucks did in the Dust Bowl. Some of them are like just speeding by, trying to get past. Some of them are going a little slower, but it's not like nobody stopped and like super scouted it out. Now, that's not to say that somebody hasn't, but you guys haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's just shady. One thing I'd like to see in the 5 days leading up is definitely, and this should go without saying, that the DMRs are developing range cards and everything from that stadium for, however far they can reach. And I mean, it's our turf, and probably meters. I mean, they should do this.
Well, I say we put our other LPOP on the west side because further north is even colder and shittier than we already are. So we've got the supplies coming from south, and we can have another LPOP looking west, and then we will devote drones to north if we get warning that something's coming from there.
Sure, that actually kind of makes sense because the stadium itself is already positioned close to the road and towards the north end of things.
Yeah.
So
That too.
we already have like the bulk of our forces kind of ready to handle that. So it would be nice to have more of a for sure early warning off to the west, and we're more in range to use our drones to monitor to the north easier than we are to the west. So that makes sense.
Yeah, so we've got 2 teams for the south and the west approach on this MSR, and then we have 3 teams to cover the drop site. And what's under the yellow exactly?
Yellow is the drop site.
Yeah,
Oh,
yellow
sorry.
is the drop
Okay,
site.
then the other loop above that is
A mistake.
Ignore that.
okay.
I
Yellow's
drew
the
on
drop
it
site.
and I can't delete it. So
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we could have one team. Oh, I wouldn't be opposed to being relatively consolidated near the drop site so that they can fight as one for the most part.
Yeah, that's what we are. We have three out of the 5 teams at the drop site, and even the 2 teams we
Yeah,
have
on the
stationed
roofs.
away. One should be coming to us with the supplies, and then the other one is with a vehicle they can rapidly deploy wherever. So the one unit that's off in the LPOP out to the west, they're also pseudo serving as our unit in reserve, because if we're already engaged somewhere in the more primary areas, then we can redeploy them, maneuver them way outside the battle space into an area that the enemy won't expect, which is always nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so for ease of use and practicality, we should just have one player play the 6-man team with the 3 SPRs, and then the other 2 play standard squads.
Sure. Yeah, we could have one guy with the SPRs, one guy on the field, and then
ourselves there as if that's the drop site to fool potential attackers.
Have somebody there as a decoy, and have them go there first, open up the bays, and then get ready to pull out when they get ambushed.
Okay, well that's interesting. I think that would really only work if we fully commit and we put all of our units away from the drop site, and then they move to the drop site.
I think it could work. You know how? Because France said we have construction equipment. What if those guys just set up like some HESCO barriers at that north drop site, but then the actual people are gonna go like where the original drop
so
site
a
is.
decoy plan
It looks like something is built up there.
A decoy plan would be better if you had a known enemy and you had a decoy truck as well, and you could drive your decoy truck to your decoy drop zone through where the enemy's at and get all of them, the hornet's nest, to follow you there, and then bring in the actual truck behind any of those supplies or a known enemy.
You broke up a little bit at the end, GWOT, but I got
the idea.
Because I think I'm blue, and then GWOT was green, and then I don't remember who was blue. Deep blue.
Or can it's golf now.
All right. Well then, I'll
No.
All right. Well then, I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. So just so we can kind of focus on this part too. So we have light blue here, right?
That's me.
Yeah, light blue, dark blue, and green, right?
Yep.
Okay, so how do you guys want this set up?
Well, we have the one SPR team. So how many SPR guys do we have on that team?
There's 3. So what is here at the stadium is 3 fire teams of 4 people, which is 12 dudes. There's 3 SPRs in those 12 guys. So I want 1 SPR on each building top, and then you never put a person by himself, so he just gets a buddy. Call him a spotter, call him someone to watch his 6, call him whatever you want to call him, an A-gunner, whatever. So there's 2 people up on the top of each roof.
On buildings.
Sure, that might make sense. Yeah, sure. In my personal opinion, but it's your game, and we'll just know they're 360 security.
Easy. Perfect. Well, so what do you guys want to know about the area? I know you said you wanted to prep range guards and prep everything like that, but is there more you're wanting to do?
Yeah. Yes. I would like to know about this area to the east across the river. Have we had any word with them? I mean, what's our relationship with them like?
So same thing as the red zone. Like it's part of town. That's you have the one little neighborhood here. But that's really about it. There's some hotels and stuff, but it's still just townspeople. There is those bridges across. 2 of them there. So
Yeah, if we can have pre-planned targets
to go across.
I just want to make sure my SPR guys, that northernmost building can see that northern bridge. I don't know about line of sight IRL if that southern unit could see that southern bridge or not, but if they could, definitely get good ranges and dopes and markers and all that for those